Hello Aquarius, welcome to the channel. Sarah here. Thank you for being here. I'm going to do a reading for you today for the first half of June 2025. Keep in mind, Aquarius, this is just a general reading, so take only what resonates, leave out what does not. We're going to do a Celtic cross today. If you're interested in having a personal reading done by me, the information on how to obtain that is in the description box below. All right, Aquarius, let's get started. We're going to do a Celtic cross for you today. We've got the Hermit, Virgo, major for Virgo. We've got the World, which is the fixed signs, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus. The Chariot in reverse, Cancer energy. Oh wait, that's down here. I did the same thing for the last reading I did. The Eight of Cups in reverse is in the focus. That is Saturn in Pisces. We've got the Knight of Cups, which is also Pisces. And we've got the King of Pentacles in reverse. That's Taurus. And we're just going to put these face down right now. All right. And so the overall energy of your reading is the Seven of Wands. This is Mars in Leo. The Moon in reverse, the Sun, and the Fool in reverse. Okay. What I'm seeing here, Aquarius, is there is something that you are going to potentially have to set a boundary with. This may actually have to do with blocking something. There's something that's coming into your life where you're going to, where it's showing up that you should be able to reasonably predict the consequences of your actions moving forward, okay? With the Fool in reverse. There's something that has come to light here with the Moon in reverse and then the Sun being right beside it. There is something that has come to light that was unknown about something or somebody, and it looks like whatever this is has awakened you to something, and it does look like you are putting up a boundary of some sort, or maybe just being guided to do so. We are going to find out what is going on here, okay? So what I'm seeing here is that somebody has been withdrawn, but being very reflective on something that had gone on. And it looks like whatever it is that they're reflecting on has to do with returning to you. There's somebody who, and the reason why I'm seeing it that way obviously is because of the Eight of Cups in reverse. Somebody is returning to you, and this is somebody who you had held in some sort of idealized state. For a lot of you, this was a romantic connection with the Knight of Cups. So what I'm seeing here as your challenge is that whatever it is that you were meant to learn with this person has already been learned. The cycle has already been closed, or you have the opportunity to completely close a cycle here. Because, and the reason why I'm seeing it that way is because down here in what you do not see is there's something about getting involved with this again that is going to slow your progress down here, and there's some sort of lesson in that for you, and we're going to find out more of that about that when we clarify. When the future, the potential future, we've got the King of Pentacles in reverse. I'm seeing an energy of not ending a cycle potentially and getting yourself involved in a connection with somebody who isn't actually committed to this connection. There's some sort of lack of commitment here. And you may already know some. So either you've been involved with this person before, or this is an energy that is very similar to something you have already gone through before. And so you're being tested here. All right, so let's find out more for you, Aquarius. What is this Hermit? Why is the Hermit here? Tell us more, Spirit, about the Hermit in the present position for Aquarius. Yeah, so we've got the Moon. There's something here. Let's take a look at what else is here. Okay, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. The Knight of Wands in reverse. Somebody's reflecting on not being totally honest about something. It looks like there's been some sort of lack. Ooh, somebody has cut this person out. This is either you who cut somebody out and put them out in the cold because there was something that was unknown about this person that came to light, or you are going to do this. But it's showing up that very strongly that somebody had to set a boundary where they maybe had to abandon a situation, or somebody abandoned you and you're still having to set a boundary of some sort. It is showing up very strongly that the boundaries are strong with you, Aquarius. So congratulations. That's sometimes that's very difficult to put into practice. So whoever this is showing up as not really putting much effort into a connection. There's this, for some of you, you may actually, and I'm going to just read it the way I see it in a general way. With the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, I'm seeing an energy of somebody who is not only, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is my lazy card. That is sloth, okay? Somebody isn't putting forth the effort to have a stable life is what's showing up here, and then that's reinforced with looking at the King of Pentacles in reverse in the future. So this may be something you already know about right now, but you didn't realize that this was what it was going to be like, okay? So there's this energy of not really wanting to take action and have any kind of adventures with this person right now. Can we get the situation on this for Aquarius, please, Spirit? Tell us more about this. Yeah, there's something about somebody feeling sad, broken, and alone right now. This could be the person you've been dealing with. It's showing up as divine masculine. So whether you're it's showing up that the divine masculine is feeling crushed, broken, and alone, okay? And they may be feeling trapped and frustrated right now. I am getting very strongly that this is a person who may be struggling very much financially right now. That's what it looks like. And it does look like this relationship is either on pause or it could be over. It depends. It's your choice is what's showing up here. This person is showing up as being attracted to you, Aquarius. And it's showing up that they know what they're doing. They do wish that they had treated you better. It's showing up that they are reflecting on this. And they're feeling really guilty and upset is what's showing up. So we've got the world as your challenge. The world is your challenge. So something is meant. There's a cycle that needs to close out. We've got the Hanged Man in reverse. Resistance. Yeah, here's what I've got. Okay, so this is a trap. Whatever it is, what I'm seeing here very strongly, Aquarius, is that this could be somebody who you have a lot of feelings for. I am seeing that there was a romance and that there's some attraction here. I'm not really seeing a lot of true love quite yet. We will see as this continues to unfold. But this is a person who's showing up as having some pretty major lack mentality, okay? And so whether this is somebody new or somebody old in your life, there is something that there's something that about resisting this trap that is going to allow you to close out a cycle. And this may have something to do with awakening yourself to being involved with energies that have this mentality. Yeah, there's something else out there for you. That is your challenge right now, is that you need to consider taking a new path and leaving something behind. There is something coming in that you're not expecting. There's something coming in for you that is completely shocking and surprising to you. Somebody is running back to you. Somebody who walked away from you. I said it already with that Eight of Cups in the reverse. And now I'm seeing the Knight of Swords in reverse, which is the exact same type of energy. Somebody who left you or walked away from you, ghosted you, is coming back. There is something that's going to happen that it's almost like you're not expecting this. But that it's also showing up that it's your challenge to move in a new direction here. Because it looks like there may be a misalignment here with that Two of Cups in reverse. I'm seeing a serious misalignment, and it may have to do with, I'm seeing it has a lot to do with stability here. Okay. Can we get the situation on the world? Yeah, you're settling. You're settling for something that there's somebody wants to come to an agreement with you, but I'm seeing it as settling. You're settling because that Eight of Swords is there. You're actually getting yourself trapped in a connection that you may not want to be involved in, where it's a day. This is very strongly attached to your stable life. This whole reading is attached somehow to your stability, but you're not expecting it. This is a surprise. This is something you're not expecting. Okay, so that's confirmed twice in the same placement. All right, can we get a little bit more on this, Spirit, for Aquarius? Yeah, you're going to leave this person. You're being told that your challenge is to leave this behind. That Two of Wands said it all to me. And this person, you may feel like this person has come closer than anyone to making you feel a certain way, or this person may feel like you have come closer than anyone to them. You may have seen sides of this person that other people have not seen, okay? And this person may be feeling that energy, and they are going to end up trying to replace you and failing at every turn. Okay, with this I look for you everywhere. They are going to try to replace you, and they are going to fail. And it doesn't look like it's necessarily in your best interests right now to reconnect with this energy, whoever this is. This has something to do with your stability. Okay. Sometimes stability matters. I'm just going to say it. I know love matters too, but not when it's dragging you down. All right, so we've got the Chariot in reverse. There's something about going backwards or just not, or being directionless, having failure. The Chariot in reverse is failure. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so the Ten of Swords is and the Ten of Cups. Ooh, this is somebody who you have a lot of love for. Interesting. Okay, just a second. Oh, we've got 2 tens and 2 aces here, all in the upright. Now we've got the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Death in reverse, and the Nine of Cups. Okay. Something that you thought was over is not over, and this is going to be shocking to you. It's showing up here. It looks like the Chariot in reverse could have something to do also with a return. Somebody returning after going, but I don't necessarily see it that way. The Chariot in the upright would be them coming towards you. I'm seeing that this has something to do with going backwards or just kind of being stopped. It looks to me like you are potentially getting yourself involved in a connection where you are going to be led to believe that this happily ever after, or this may have already happened before, and this is part of your lesson, okay? You may have been led to believe that you were on the road towards this happily ever after. This was satisfying to you. This was your wish come true. This was everything that you wanted, and then it ended. It ended very painfully here, is what I've got here, or this is going to happen, okay? Now, what I'm also seeing here with the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Wands together is that there may have been some sort of satisfaction that is being achieved on a passionate level here. And once that satisfaction is achieved, that's when it makes it easier for somebody to betray you, is what I've seen, is what it looks like, okay? And it looks like you may have gone through this already with this person, and that you have gained clarity as to how this energy has affected you. Can we get more on this Chariot in reverse, the situation on the Chariot in reverse for Aquarius? This person does feel a magnetic draw to you. They are coming back. And they want to offer a commitment of some sort, but it is showing up that it's a trap, so be careful. This person is showing up also as being somebody who causes a lot of chaos and wreaks a lot of havoc in your life, so be careful. That Ten of Swords is there. You got to take that seriously. All right. It is showing up that this is somebody who you wanted to happily ever after with. Like, you want this. It's showing up as an intoxicating situation. You have a lot of passion for each other, technically, is what that is. It means your brain lights up like a pinball machine when you're around this person. Be careful. You love this person unconditionally, and it looks like they love you unconditionally as well. But it's showing up that the two of you are not in a position to be together. This person may be immature. It's showing up as you and I were too young, and maybe the way I see it, Aquarius, is that you prove how grown up you are by making the most intuitive decision, right? And if there's somebody coming into your life that's intoxicating, that's basically denoting that you are going to be in a position where you're going to be tempted. And when you are lured into that direction towards temptation, that's when you get the consequences for that, right? So it is showing up, though, that somebody is coming back towards you. So what is this Eight of Cups, which has something to do with somebody coming back towards you? Tell us more about this, Spirit. Tell us the story behind that. Yep, there you are, Aquarius. The Queen of Swords in the upright. Good job. Yeah, and there's the Queen of Wands in reverse. Just a second. There. Oh yeah, they're coming back towards you. There's been some sort of fallout. Okay, here's what I've got, okay, is that you do feel a lot of love and compassion for this person, but you still love yourself, okay? I'm seeing that this is somebody who may have a lack mentality. So there's a lot of evidence in this reading to support that there may be financial issues with this person. I'm getting here that you have the choice here. The Queen of Wands in reverse. I just did a bonus reading for Sagittarius, and the message that came to me was self-love deficit disorder. Okay, it's kind of what I'm getting again, but it's also showing up here that the Queen of Cups is here, and I'm almost getting that if you can maintain this Queen of Swords energy and really set that boundary with that Seven of Wands that's showing up there. When this person comes back towards you, you prevent getting yourself caught up in this really unhealthy energy, okay? And that's why it says you and I were too young down here, is because you have the potential to make a decision that puts you in alignment with something that's not in alignment with your higher good, is basically how this works. Can we get the situation on the Eight of Cups in reverse for Aquarius, please? Yeah, there's something that's going to cause some sort of, either you're dealing with somebody who's going to, and that's the Queen of Wands in reverse is rage. Thank you, Spirit. She can have a lot of rage. There may, just a second. Yeah. You may be dealing with an energy that may be very upset and angry and dramatic. That drama queen card comes out again. But it's showing up. Okay, here's what I've got, okay? Aquarius, if this energy that we're seeing here, we see pressure cooker and drama queen. Somebody has rage, somebody's trying to create chaos. If this is something that has been familiar to you, with family here, there may be something familiar about this energy to you that you have always just accepted and love unconditionally, okay? That has not been very good for you, okay? And so maybe might be in your best interest to kind of look into that part of yourself. That may not be the case for every single one of you. I'm just mentioning it because it came, and I think it's important. There's somebody who's lying to you about something, and it's going to potentially put you in a very, very difficult situation where you may actually lose your mind a little bit, or this could be them. Yeah, this person has messed something up, and it's showing up that they're not the one for you. They're really not. They're not in a position right now where you can actually be with them. So we've got the Knight of Cups showing up in the upright here. The Knight of Cups is the past position. There was some sort of, you were really swept off your feet by this person. This is somebody you were, this may have happened really quickly. Oh yes, just a second. Okay, so I'm seeing that there was this idealization that was going on here with an energy that was very desolate and empty. You're dealing with somebody who has a very strong emptiness in them with the Empress in reverse. That is a desolate energy. Somebody who's empty, somebody who feels empty, and it's almost I it's very difficult to fill that void when you're in that void, okay? And this may be something that has always been in existence for whoever it is that's going through this. It could be you, or this could be the person you've been committed to, or sorry, connected to. And this looks like somebody who you were romantically connected to, where it doesn't look like things took off very quickly. Like it looks like things came to a halt is what I'm seeing here. It looks like something happened quickly where you were like sure about this person is what I'm seeing here. With that Seven of Cups in reverse, that is a lack of confusion. That is somebody who feels like they know what they want. You felt like this is everything I know I want. But what you came to find out was that you are dealing with an energy that is in a perpetual state of emptiness, and things just were not moving forward at all. Okay? I'm almost getting that for some of you, you may have been dealing with an energy that was so perfectionistic that they don't even try new things because they're afraid they're going to fail. And a failure could be just the slightest little mistake moving forward, which obviously when we're trying new things, we're not going to do things perfectly. And so this keeps you in this stuck energy here, and it's showing up very strongly here that you have to work hard in this connection, and it looks like whoever this is has not understood the importance of their role in maintaining or even developing stability for some of you. What is the situation here? What is the situation? Yeah, there's some sort of emotion that you experienced as a result of being involved with this person, because this person went silent on you. Somebody went silent. It looks like somebody walked away, went silent, and there's something that you're picking up on intuitively with regard to what happened here. And it looks like you may be correct, but it also showed up that there was something that was unexpected coming in for you as well. So be aware of that. What is this Knight of Cups? So this person left you, is what's showing up. They went silent on you, and they still continue to feel you, even though you are apart. And they remember every detail of everything the two of you have gone through. If there's been anything that was profound that you feel like you have experienced with this person also feels that same way. Okay. So the King of Pentacles is in reverse here in the potential future. It's not showing up that this person has what it takes to make something work with you. The Knight of Wands in reverse. There's no action being taken here. There's no change. There's somebody who is not changing here. And they are very emotionally withdrawn. But it does look like this person wants to bridge a gap with you. And it looks like you have a difficult decision. You do have a choice here. You have the potential to move in a new direction and leave this person behind, or you can move on with this person. It does show, though, that if you choose to connect with this, if this is somebody, I'm just going to say, Aquarius, if this is somebody who you did not feel like you were getting any kind of an emotional connection with, then Spirit is saying that to move forward in this connection is to be lacking foresight here. We need to try and gain some level of foresight here, but I mean, I'm getting very strongly that a lot of you are not going for this, because it's just showing up very strongly here that it's showing up that you know your worth. Like, it's almost like I'm insulted that you even think I would be in this energy. The children, yeah. So this there's something about your childhood. I'm just gonna say, for some of you, there's something about what that's familiar that you may have always known since childhood, that this person is meant to have. That's part of the reason why this person is in your life, is because there's something you are supposed to be coming to terms with regard to something about your conditioning. Okay. And it has to do with this, it may have something to do with this really like dark energy where it looks like they are withdrawn from you and they get really upset and angry, but when things are good, they're really, really good. But when they are bad, they are horrid. You may have abandonment issues. I'm just going to say, if you've ever felt discarded by somebody who was really important to you, just that may be an issue, but it does look like there is a high risk of somebody wanting to retaliate as a result of feeling like they've been discarded in some way. Can we get more on this? Or I'm just going to say it because it came to me. If you feel any fear about rejecting this, it could be because you have gone through experiences in your childhood where when you have tried to set that kind of boundary, you have been abandoned or retaliated against. I feel like I have to say it because it came. That may not be the case for all of you. I'm just making sure I mention it because I see it. This person is going to try and find you and never find you again after you walk away. Because it looks like you're going to. This person is distracting, is looking for a distraction right now. And the distraction is from it is from coming to terms with whatever it is that is making them feel empty. This person feels empty and there's some sort of void they're trying to fill in this connection that's never actually going to be filled. They're always going to be looking for something new. But they will always be reminded of you through other things. So the advice here for you, Aquarius, is the 5 of Wands. I am seeing some combativeness here. If you try to get involved in this right now, or this person may be coming to you in a combative way. Can we get more on the 5 of Wands? Or there could just be some sort of conflict, competition, jealousy. Yeah, the Chariot shows up in reverse again. And the 5 of Cups in reverse. Okay, just a second. And the Emperor in reverse, the 3 of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Hermit in reverse. Okay. So I'm seeing a very combative energy here, and I'm also seeing you may be involved in a connection with somebody who's always feeling like they're in competition with you, or always feeling like they're coming down on you about something. It does look like you don't want to have to be disappointed in this way. It does look like whoever it is that you've been connected to is not necessary. It's showing up that there are certain things that obviously the Hermit is showing up in the upright in the present moment. So they are coming to terms with and being introspective about certain things, but there are still things about themselves that they have not come to terms with. And it has to do with this controlling energy, or maybe even just this, like the Emperor in reverse can be a very cruel energy, like somebody who teaches through harsh punishment. And it looks like I'm seeing something combative here. And so what I'm seeing here is that in order to overcome any level of disappointment with this person, You may want to just maintain a friendship of some sort if you feel like you've got that, and not necessarily be going into any kind of commitment. Because what I'm seeing here with that Hierophant in the upright is there is a value system that you follow that keeps you in this energy of doing the right thing, and doing the right thing for yourself may have something to do with forgiving this person and wanting to have this friendship, but I don't know that having a commitment. You do love this person. You do love each other. Pretending is showing up though, so be careful. Somebody's not being totally real when they come in. And there is this energy with that Eight of Swords. There is an energy here of being trapped in this connection, okay? Can we get more on this for Aquarius? And you are going to wonder if you can even be happy in this connection, because it is showing up that this person is not the one for you, because they're crossing a line. They've crossed a line with you, and that's what I said. Like, you have the potential to make the decision that proves to yourself, the universe, and to this person that you are not to be messed with. And it looks to me like you are going to do it. The external influence, we've got the Hanged Man in reverse. That is Neptune. That is Pisces energy. There is I'm getting heavy. Okay, so the Hanged Man in reverse is a very resistant energy, resisting, almost like I'm getting this really strong energy of just really hostility and resistance, and just something that is not feeling very peaceful in your life. Can we get the Hanged Man in reverse? What is the energy for that? What is there's the Two of Swords in reverse, the Emperor in reverse. We've got the Three of Cups. We've got the, okay. Okay, so here's what it is, okay? Somebody is resisting right now making the choice to come in. It does look like they do want to come in. It does look like they've had a difficult choice, and it does look like they're coming in potentially as a friend to romance you. And I'm making sure I say that to you because it's showing up that they're pretending something, okay? So there's some sort of manipulation potentially going on here. It does look like you are going to do the right thing and move in a new direction and leave this person behind right now. Or at least that is going to be, because it looks like you're dealing with a very difficult energy with that Emperor in reverse. It's just a very difficult energy. Because you're going to be financially supporting this person. Okay, thank you for that confirmation, Spirit, because I've been seeing it the entire spread. It's very, very lack-oriented. Like when it comes to material specifically. Lack with regard to material. And you're going to be trapped. You're going to be trapped in a situation where you are financially supporting somebody who doesn't know how to do work. Okay? Sorry. That Eight of Pentacles showed up in reverse, and that was all I could think was lazy, lazy, lazy. All right. Because your lesson, you've already had this lesson before. Lessons learned, okay? Completed. Let's get a little bit more on this Hanged Man in reverse, please, for Aquarius. It's showing up again. You and I were too young. If you get yourself involved with this, you're keeping yourself stuck in a potential. Whoever this is showing up as kind of immature and doesn't know how to take responsibility. And they're also showing up as very closed off emotionally too. They won't let you get close to them, but they're obsessed with you. They can't stop thinking about you. So what is the attachment? The hopes and the fears. Oh, the attachment is the devil. Isn't that interesting? That position is the devil to me, and now the devil shows up in the devil position. Interesting. Okay, so Capricorn is the devil, and the devil, there's... So obviously, we're going to clarify this because the devil doesn't always mean the exact same thing to me, but in this case, I think that this has to do with... a toxic connection. Like you are attached to a toxic connection. This is a somebody's come there's this is okay, so this is a bad opportunity for you, because whatever this is, you're either dealing with somebody who is very emotionally irregular, and that's kind of what's been showing up here, or this may be putting you in a position where you're also becoming emotionally irregular, and it becomes very easy to mirror that when you're around it all the time. And then you'll notice that when you pull yourself away from that energy for a while, all of a sudden you're back to being very, very balanced again. So that's what's showing up here, because this person is completely emotionally unavailable. They are completely emotionally unavailable, but it does look like they're coming in to bridge a gap with you. Oh, there's the devil. Exact same. And in the upright again. They're coming in to bridge a gap with you. They've made a decision. They've dropped this. They may have dropped something in order to come towards you. So there may have been other options for some of you. But whatever those other options are, they have decided they want to come towards you. But it's not showing up as a very good energy. This person may be coming in because they feel embarrassed or threatened in some way. Like they feel like they shouldn't have behaved a certain way with you, and they're afraid that that's going to get out. So it could be partially fear as well. Oh yeah, they want to come together. They may be wanting to come together today. You may have a message on your phone right now from them. It does show that they're kind of waiting to see they're going to wait to see where you take it before they're honest with you about where they want to take it. They love you. And this person doesn't want to react at all when people mention you, or they try to probably deviate from the subject if somebody ever does mention you. All right. So the outcome is strength, or the potential outcome, but it's strength in reverse. So there's some sort of discouragement coming in. Yeah, this person doesn't have the strength to actually do this. I'm looking at the corresponding positions. This person's coming back in after walking away. They're completely devoid of any, there's something that is void. There's a void in them. They feel an emptiness, and it looks like part of that emptiness is manifesting as the inability to, it almost looks like they're unable to take care of themselves in a material way, in an adequate way, materially. Okay, so strength in reverse. Yeah, they're going to... The King of Wands in reverse. This person is chronically seeking attention, validation from others through like chronic attention seeking. It looks like there's a lack of victory and success here. I do see that there's some sort of public disgrace potentially, and that might be why they're threatened. That obviously take that as it resonates, but I'm seeing a very needy energy here, and you may not have the strength to resist this. You may be attracted to it, but it's showing up here that this is somebody who's kind of a bit of a parasitic vampire in your life with regard to your material. Can we get more on this? And if you feel like the roles need to be reversed, feel free. This is a poisonous situation. This is toxic, it's unhealthy, and this is a karmic who's meant to teach you something about yourself. And it's just a matter of time before this goes south. So we can make the choice now not to get involved. And it looks like for a lot of you with that Seven of Wands that you are, this person, you may bury yourself in work to forget about this, or they might be doing that. It does look like somebody's burying themselves in something to forget about you. It does look like there's a major emotional withdrawal. It is going to be it's going to be your fault if this happens. I'm just letting you know. It is going to potentially be your fault if this happens, because you can prevent it right now. And you may end up in your head about it if you end up going down that road, okay? So we've got the Seven of Wands in the upright, because yeah, you're going to, it's showing up that you're going to block, you're going to, you're being heavily guided to put your boundaries up, block this person. There's something that was unknown that's coming to light, and you could potentially be getting yourself into a connection where you should be able to predict the consequences of your actions. So that is your reading, Aquarius, for the first half of June 2025. Thank you so much for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. And until I read you again, take care and bless.